For those of you who don't like spoilers or talking about rumours and speculation, then I suggest you wait a few weeks before watching this video. If you don't mind it, then let's proceed! Hey guys, MasterCoX here. Now I don't usually talk about speculation on this channel because I like to have a solid fact base before I go into something this rumour-tastic, as it were. I like that word. Rumour-tastic! However, this little tidbit got me thinking, because there is a chance that we will actually see fusion in Dragon Ball Super that isn't stupid comedy relief! Sorry, Gotenks. There is an episode title that is floating around the ether talking that Goku and Vegeta will fuse. Well, this sounds really good. Could this be the resurgence of Vegetto? Or could it be the canonization outside of GT of Gogeta? Which form is going to be best to take on Black and Zamasu? Whichever one will just shut that green god stupid gob shut! Did I tell you how much I don't like that character? I love the whole idea of fusion. And in fact, Fusion Reborn, movie 12, is my favourite Dragon Ball Z movie. Okay, Battle of Gods is a close second, but Fusion Reborn is still #1 with me. But then it was just the introduction of Gogeta and the whole music of da 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 da. That never gets old. But it's not just the fusion dance. There have been many types of fusion littered around Dragon Ball's history. So let's list off the characters that have achieved some kind of fusion of any significance. First off, Goku, Vegeta, Goten and Trunks via the fusion dance. Piccolo, Nail and Kami via Namekian fusion. Goku and Vegeta, Supreme Kai and Kibito, and the Elder Supreme Kai and an old witch using the Potara Earrings. Cell, Android 17 and 18, Majin Buu and several other characters with Majin Buu via absorption. And Hellfire 17 and regular Android 17 via Machine Mutant fusion in Dragon Ball GT. There have been other cases of fusion which have been a little more minor in terms of the story, but I'm wanting to talk about and mention earlier what fusions were that actually had some strong significance in the story as we know it. However, today we're going to talk about two of the more prominent types of fusion. Fusions that nearly every Dragon Ball fan worth their salt knows about. And trust me, there's a lot of salt. The fusion dance and the Potara Earrings. Let's get going. The fusion dance was first introduced by Goku, as he learnt that from the Metamoran race during the 7 years that he was dead. It's an interpretive dance involving up to 5 people representing different streams of a river coming together to form one great torrent of power. No, I didn't make a mistake. Up to 5 people can do the fusion dance at the same time. This has been demonstrated quite clearly using Maxi Fusion during the game Dragon Ball Fusions. However, in terms of the series and the games, only 2 people have actually done the fusion dance simultaneously. Either down to the fact that 2 is the most that they can handle in terms of synchronicity and timing, or it's just because Goku didn't know. It's probably because Goku didn't know. The 2 most common fusions have been Goten and Trunks becoming Gotenks, and Goku and Vegeta becoming Gogeta. The most iconic part of the fusion dance technique, other than the dance itself, is the distinctive clothing. The clothing is actually based off Metamoran fashion, so really, it means that their style never goes out of style. Now this fusion may be quite powerful, but it's also got its shortcomings. First off, it's temporary. It requires an immense amount of concentration. If you don't concentrate hard enough during the dance or during the fusion, you're going to have a bad time, such as either transforming into something completely different and immensely weaker than you thought, or you end the fusion prematurely. The fusion itself typically lasts for about 30 minutes, however this time can change drastically via various factors. These factors being overall energy output, damage taken during the fusion, so if you get beaten around quite a lot, you could just fall out of the fusion, like how a person can fall out of being Super Saiyan if they take too much damage. Whether a prior transformation has been used, such as Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, they had their fusion time cut drastically, or if one of the user's power levels fails to sync properly during the dance or during the fusion. Once you've done whatever you need to do during the fusion, or if you fall out of it prematurely, you cannot fuse again for another hour. So you have to kind of sit tight, get your energy back, and try and figure out another way to kill that bastard that you wanted to fight, or die. To people doing the fusion dance, good luck, and don't f*** it up. Yeah, it does have its flaws, and it's very temperamental, but it is a really cool fusion. And it really helps you get out of a jam if you really have to figure out a way to beat an enemy. It's instantly recognizable. It has its own distinct form. If you just say fusion, you go, oh yeah, like Gotenks or Gogeta, like those cloaks and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty memorable. Next up, we have the Potara Earrings. This fusion is a lot more straightforward than the fusion dance, provided you have a pair of Potara earrings to hand. Now, Dragonball Super helped clear up one of the remaining enigmas of the Potara earrings. How do you activate a fusion? Do you wear it on different ears? Do you wear it on the same ears? Do you wear it on your foot? Do you wear it in your hair? Do you swallow it? You do have to wear it on different ears, therefore achieving a fusion. If you wear it on the same ear, then you won't get a fusion, because Goasu offers to Zamasu to fuse. That's why they kept their earrings to achieve time travel on the same ear. So instead of fusing powers and personalities into one whole new entity and one whole new personality, you actually do something a lot more intuitive and a lot more intricate. If one is way stronger than the other, then the stronger person will be the dominant carrier. Supreme Kai was way more powerful than Kibito, so his voice and personality reign supreme. Ha ha. But if the users are closer in power, then you actually get a more interesting combination. So you got Vegeta's bullish and cocky personality, mixed with Goku's playfulness, physique, and overall clothing aesthetic, albeit with the colours swapped round. Anybody of any race, power, and inclination can use the earrings, even if you're dead, like Vegeta was during the Buu saga. However, under normal circumstances, this fusion is permanent. There are two ways to break the fusion though. First off, you have to be in a very magic-heavy or hostile environment, like the inside of Super Buu. Or you can wish to be separated using the Dragon Balls. Supreme Kai and Kibito were separated by the Namekian Dragon. You could just use those Dragon Balls, you could use the Earth Dragon Balls, you could probably use the Super Dragon Balls if you wanted to. So let's say that fusion is used to wrap up the Goku Black arc. Which form would be best to use against this monster? Well, based on current knowledge, Vegetto and the Potara Earrings would be a better option because in terms of power, there can be no compromises. With Potara, you don't have to change your power levels to match. You can just put the earrings on and then go for it. And you don't have to worry about the time slipping away. You can just go for it and then get wished to be separated by the Dragon Balls. There are multipliers associated with this fusion, as always, because we all love our multipliers. However, I'm not really sure which type of multiplier works with fusion and Potara fusion, so I'm just going to say it's just simple addition. And even then, Vegetto and the Potara earring technique comes out on top. That is if you don't get Trunks involved. Remember what I said about the fusion dance? It can be used by up to 5 people. So who's to say that Trunks doesn't get in on the action? He could have been told this by Vegeta during his training earlier on in the arc. Or Trunks could be given a crash course on it if they try and escape from Black and Zamasu for a little bit. You never know. This might be the time we see a 3-way fusion. Oh my. Trunks is getting in on this Saiyan sandwich. If that were the case, then the fusion dance might be optimal. So Masako, it just sounds like you're as confused as everyone else is. Well yeah, I am. And that's okay. I don't care about which type of fusion is used, or even if fusion is used at all. The important thing is to embrace whatever happens at the end of the arc. If we're able to see Gogeta for the first time outside of GT in the movies, then fantastic. If we see Vegetto again, then that's awesome. So we can actually see the utmost potential of Super Vegetto. Either way, I'm excited. And I hope that you are too. And I hope that you enjoyed this video as well. So until next time guys, be sure to like and subscribe, and until then, catch you later.